is a really important day for me, my daughter, and my kids. So, for those of you that don't know, I haven't seen my daughter in over a year. It's been almost 2 years. I received notification that she would be here today out of nowhere. Like, I haven't seen my daughter, I haven't heard from her because her dad kept her away from me. He ran off to another state and just went completely MIA, like he disappeared with my daughter. And we have joint custody, right? So this whole time I've been paying for private investigators, making police reports, dealing with life like on my own. I've been trying to figure out where has my daughter then. So long story short, I got a notification that she would be here today at a doctor's appointment in Dallas, Texas. And what's weird is her dad confirmed literally is in another state, Atlanta, lives there, job there, etc. So I'm trying to figure out who the heck has my daughter and who's bringing her here, which is why I called the police to help be here when everything goes down. Like, as far as in, no, it's okay. I referred to my, that's fine. I don't care about what we were saying. But anyways, long story short, that's why I have it on live, because I don't know what to expect. I don't know who to see. And I don't know how it's gonna go down when it comes to getting my daughter and making sure that she's back with me. So I'm just waiting until the appointment opens up. Waiting until whoever it is that has her shows up, because they scheduled the appointment. So yeah, we're doing that, and we'll just see what happens. And if they don't show up, that's them. Then I'm waiting. So hopefully everything will be peaceful, but like I said, y'all will just be the audience today once the police show up, and whoever it is that shows up as well. We got an hour, 30 minutes. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna be here putting on makeup or something. I don't know. I'm really tired. I don't know what is going on. This has been weird. Y'all don't even understand everything that I've been through. So we're about to find out. Let's say I have my ways. God. Because God is good. When you ride with God, He rides with you. And He makes sure that things happen the way they need to happen when you are with Him. So it's like, yeah, so everyone watching over here, thank you, Mage. I appreciate you. Hi, Joker. Like I said, I just need some witnesses. Because I don't know what to expect. I don't know who to see. And, because half the things that happen to me, y'all would not even believe. Lest you were there. But I already called and made a police report. I made many. So I'm expecting the police to show up soon as well. So let's just see. That's crazy. And I have my charger. My phones are pretty charged up, so it should be good. I'm from the U.S., Dallas, Texas, people. Because this is crazy. Definitely. About to put on my... Look how crazy this looks. I'm just so unhinged right now. Everything looking weird, crazy. I don't have time for it. I don't. I'm in a hurry. Oh my gosh. Might as well look the part. Whatever. What's that movie? I'm so tired. I don't have time for this. Alright. I don't even know what to think, what to expect. So this will be interesting today. It really will. For those of y'all that just joined, I'm waiting for two things. The police and my daughter to show up. My daughter is 7 years old, and I haven't seen her in over a year. She's supposed to be in the care of her dad. We have joint custody. Her dad, I believe, has left her in the care of someone else and also kept her away from me. Switch locations, switch schools, etc. But I got notification of where my daughter would be today. So if these people, or whoever it is, the person, whoever it is, shows up with my daughter, I already have the police on the way to help work through things as far as in trying to find, like, I don't know what to expect. Like, I don't know how to feel. I don't know. So, then he has friends and people that are connected to him that watch my account as well. So if anything, those people might also try to warn him or tell him. But it's okay, because I have proof of her supposedly coming here. The appointment was confirmed. They were still supposed to bring her. And all of that. So if they don't show up, but they should. There's no reason to be... I would be disappointed, but at the same time, it would show that there are people willing to do the most to do the wrong thing versus willing to do the most to do the right thing. And it's really weird. I don't get people at all. And they think it's so... I don't know. I don't get it. I don't go out of my way to do wrong to people. I go out of my way to do right to people. But there are people who go out of their way to do... And it's like, when you think about it, they don't really have a reason to do it. They have no motive. So I don't get it. I don't see the point in it. There's like no reason at all. Yeah, I know, Cogito. I don't get it. Yeah, there's no point. There really is no point. I don't get it. Especially without reason. Like, I can understand, like, if you are needing to do something for a cause or for trying to rectify, but if you're bending over backwards to do the wrong thing to benefit yourself, like, you're not bending over backwards to do the wrong thing to benefit someone else that deserves the rightness, the righteousness, or whatever, but you're doing it to benefit yourself, to be greedy, or to be selfish, or to be hurtful or spiteful. And people can be okay with that. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand it. But that's what makes me look at the world and be like, okay, you know this type of people exist, so you need to make sure you're not being that way. It doesn't matter who's out there doing that. You need to check yourself to make sure you're not doing that. Literally. It's like the only way I can stay sane. And I don't do drugs, Killer Monty. That's crazy. Leave my wig alone. I actually cut it myself. I was going for like a 90s look, but I'm not good at hair. So there we go. Leave it alone. And then, like, depending on how I style it, it could look like the Asian boy band group. Look. Asian K-pop star. Yeah, so it could look like that too. But yeah, I don't care. I do not care. I woke up and I was like, I'm literally trying to figure some stuff out. Then I got things in the background happening, so you can't always show all of your cards. This, what I'm doing right now with the live, very intentional. Very intentional. Yeah, it is K-pop. But yeah, I don't do drugs. I don't smoke weed. I don't do none of that. I'm 30 years old. Never have and never will. There's no point. I think I was 16 when I saw like a group of friends do it. And I was like, oh, let me try it. Then when I tried it, I was like, what are you guys talking about? It does nothing. Like, there's nothing happening here. Like, you guys are pretending. Like, I feel like people be faking. Like, to pretend like they're high. Or just so they could like do crazy stuff. Because I'm like, there's nothing happening. What are you guys talking about? But, oh yeah, but then I have ADHD. And apparently, like, when you have that, psychedelics don't really affect you. Which is true. Because even when I went to, like, have my stomach cut open for surgery, like a C-section for my kids, they put like gas on my to like let me go to sleep, and they were like, why is she still not asleep? It was like a minute and the mask was on my face. They had to like amp it up and like tell me, you need to breathe hard. And I was like, I'm not doing nothing. But yeah, I'm here to locate my doctor. Stupid alarm going off. Alright, so chill out, phone. Hopefully this will be a smooth transition and there'll be no drama. Honestly, I had a C-section and I left the hospital like 2 hours later. I was okay. I mean, I was in pain, but it was not as bad as I was thinking it was. I was walking and everything. It was fine. I healed up pretty fast, so. But then I'm also, I don't know, like, when you have a cognitive disability, you really can't, because I have autism and ADHD, so. Oh, some people missed it. Yeah, I'm waiting for the police and my daughter. So I haven't seen my daughter in over a year. We have joint custody. So me and her, so before I didn't see her, me and her dad got into it because I saw some things on her. Like, she had scarrings, not from him. Like, she told me it wasn't from her dad. So I was like, okay, well, who was it from? She told me my dad has people watch me when he goes to work, and those people hit me. So I approached him. I said, David, whoever you have watching Tatiana, they're hurting her. Like, they're punching her. She has scars on her face. Like, and then it was even mentioned that she was touched inappropriately by these same people. So I brought it up to him, and he was like, whatever, didn't care about it, whatever. He's like, mind your business, right? So because of that, we have joint custody of Kilimani. So I literally, what's the word? I called CPS. I was like, hey, this is what's going on. My daughter claims it's not her dad, but it's whoever it is that's watching her, right? So because of that, he was like, oh, you're not going to see her again, which he legally cannot do because we have joint custody. So because of the abuse that happened, technically I could have went to court and got full custody. He knows this, so he decided to keep her away from me and run off. Change her schools, change addresses. He moved to a whole nother state. So for over a year, I've been looking for her, looking for him, making police reports. He's been ducking and dodging. He also sometimes goes to Louisiana. He goes everywhere. It's called, but yeah, I mean, I can understand that, Kilimani, but it's joint custody, not no custody. And then it's different when it's an actual reason, as far as in, like, even in my paperwork, if you look online, they say, oh, she's not on drugs, she's not abusive, she doesn't drink alcohol, none of that. All they had to say was, at the time, I didn't have a job because I was in a domestic violence shelter for abuse in a relationship. Oh, and then there's other things going on. Yeah, that's right, Kilimani. I don't care. Like, I don't like explaining some things because I like it when people assume and think that they know everything or they know all the details. But what I do is Tara keeps receipts. And I pick and choose my battles. I don't care what people think or what they say. Because I'm like, it's a difference when you know. Then, I have a reason to argue with you. But when you don't know, you can come up like the woman who was literally homeless. And she lost her kids in the van. You know how many people were lying on her, saying that she was on drugs or saying that she was gambling or saying that she didn't try, but yet she had all the receipts and proof to shut down everything that everyone was saying. And even when they were proven wrong with their lies about what she was doing, they still didn't say, oh, sorry, oh, my bad, or oh, they still were looking for more excuses. So I realized there are some people that will just go against you for no reason because they have their own hateful issues, because they hate their mom or they hate women, or they're just hateful themselves and they don't care about life. So anytime y'all face that, don't try to go against it. Don't try to do that. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I'm just excited to see, because I do have some people working in the background as well, do certain things. I can't say too much, but there are also professionals, even some watching this right now, that are in on, as far as in police, as far as in CPS, certain officials that also have a play in this as well. But like I said, I can't speak on everything that's happening. I just have to wait for the police and my daughter right now. There are things happening in the background, like I said, that I can't speak on. But in this moment, this is what I'm talking about and what's happening. So so you got another 30 minutes. Yep. That's why they're on their way. Autism is overly diagnosed. Some people are so ignorant. It's crazy. Yes, Kagito, that is the exact reason. That is the exact reason. I love how Killamonte's trying to like plant seeds of trying to what's the word? What is it? Defamation of character? Like trying to what's the word? Like paint my character a certain way for whatever reason. Like I don't know like what's the point of doing that, but yeah, exactly, Santana. There's just people that they're looking for a reason to, or trying to, what's the word? Paint a narrative. Yeah. So Killamonte, if you could stop trying to paint a narrative, like that's not, it seems like you're trying to paint a narrative in favor for another party. And I don't know why or who you may know or be connected to, but whatever narrative you're trying to paint, it's not gonna work. So whatever you say, I'm not gonna even try to. Yeah. No, so here's the thing, Kagito. There are different. Autism is a spectrum. So they have people with across the board with autism with different traits. So with me, I'm 30 years old. Long time ago, I couldn't pick up on certain things. And there's some things I still can't. But being around narcissistic people, you put an autistic person and not around a narcissistic person long enough, and of course I have ADHD as well. So I have both autism and ADHD. So those of you that don't get it, you know how a person can be born blind and deaf? If you have one disability, there's some people with just one, there's some people with two. The same thing happens with mental cognitive disabilities. So the benefits that I have ADHD and autism, they're opposite, but when combined, you can balance out both. So with me being on a lucky scale of both of that, I'm able to unfortunately suffer the worst parts of both, but also play into the best parts of both to make up for one another. Yeah. So in regards to that, like I said, there are some people that don't know science, that aren't professionals or in the field. So I don't care to explain it. But if you have a question on how something works, I can tell you from my experience, from my diagnosis. But if you really don't trust what I have to say or anyone else have to say based on their experiences, you can go study the course, read a book about it, and then like made by professionals, and then you'll be able to see what people have been trying to tell you. But like I said, if for those that can't understand it, a person can be blind and deaf. A person can be blind, deaf, and unable to speak. So the same thing applies with mental cognitive abilities. You can have one thing, you can have two things. And then there's some people that can partially see. There's some people that are completely blind. There's some people deaf in one ear. There's some that have no hearing at all. So if you can understand how that logic can be applied to the physical disabilities, You can't say, oh, you're not blind because you can still see out one eye, or you can still spatially see. Just because you can't see past 5 feet doesn't mean you're not blind. That's not how it works. If there's a certain limit that qualifies someone for being something. And based off of professionals that have been around me and personal people that have seen me have moments that I hate doing in front of them. Like if I hear a certain sound, unfortunately it's a trigger for me, and I'll end up crying and have to be withdrawn away from others. But I'm also the same type of person where I could be in front of people sometime and talk. Like I said, my ADHD will take over when my autism can't. But unfortunately, I still suffer from both. So anyways, Killamonte, not gonna argue. You're one of those people that you believe you're right in every situation, and even when you're proven wrong, you still are gonna come up with things to try to prove you're right. But like I said, you cannot paint a narrative. It's not gonna work, because like I said, there's the truth and then there's y'all's perception, so I'm not worried about it. But anyways, there are some people that are upset about the truth coming out. So they're trying any and everything to try to dismantle it. Oh, no. I'm not taking offense. It's just, I'm just showing that they're the type of people that exist in the world. And to me, you might be one of them. So don't take offense to that. Yeah. Because there's genuine kind people. There's fake kind people and then there's people that don't care, but they pretend like they're good people in front of the world because they think they do good deeds. Then we have people that are just genuinely evil, that do evil things, that try to make other people's lives hurtful and evil. And then they try to convince others that they're a good person. So let's just go with that. I'm going to say that. I'm just speaking in general, so hope somebody takes offense to that. But like I said, if a person can be diagnosed with certain things, there's no such thing as a person not having something because you don't want to believe that they do. That's weird. It's like telling a person who's white passing that they're not black. I literally made a video about this. I don't know, I guess it went over some people's heads. And then that's another thing. Now I'm talking about people that are medically diagnosed as being blind. So, I don't know. Maybe I didn't make that clear. I'm not good with communicating. But yes, there are also some people that aren't medically diagnosed and they still qualify as being blind. To make to your point, Satana. Exactly, Cookie Dough. But yeah, that's funny. Legally blind. Alright, okay, so we got 30 minutes. So I'm trying to see how I'm gonna do this. Let me think. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Y'all are funny. Well, I'm talking about literally physically. And I'm already doing the truth. There's no reason for me to lie. You know what's crazy? The people that actually tell lies, y'all be quick to believe them. But the people that tell the truth, y'all be the ones to not believe them. That's crazy. It's really weird. Or the same with like manipulation tactics. Y'all will believe the manipulator or the person that's actually the victim. It's really weird. I don't know why the world is like that. And I don't know if it's because I think honestly people relate to people that they see within themselves. Because I notice like when I see someone that needs help, I know what it's like to need help, and I don't care if they're scamming or not. Like, that's on them. That's on Jesus Christ and their heart. But when I see them, I'm like, you know what? I know what it's like being in that situation, so I'm gonna help them, right? But a person who is quick to scam someone else, they're quick to relate to that person of, oh my gosh, yeah, they're trying to scam them, so I'm not gonna help them, give them some money. Because at the end, that's why I feel like people that, depending on if they're supporting someone, if it's like a two party type thing, they support the person that they relate to, that they are. And even if the person, like I said, is manipulative, if you can't see it, like, it's because you most likely are that same way. If you can't see that a person is narcissistic or abusive and you support them, it's because you are the same way as well. Honestly, I believe that. Because from a person, like I said, most times people that I support or be on the side of, as far as in like publicly eye or whatever, it comes out like, oh my gosh, this person was the wrong person, this person was actually right. I'm not trying to be funny, but I always be on the right side unintentionally, before the evidence, before the final chapters, before the truth comes out. Same thing with, like, for instance, Diddy, R. Kelly, all the people that even with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, with all of those situations, I would always be on the side of, yeah, there's something. The only person was Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, I was on his side. Because like I said, honestly, I feel like he doesn't portray the same thing with Prince, right? But with certain situations, I could always see, nah, I'm not taking Diddy's side on this. Something's up with that. Something's up with R. Kelly. But the people that did is because there are people that have the same qualities as those people. So that's all I'm gonna say. So for y'all, whoever y'all take sides on, before you see the ending chapter, the truth, the minute you find out that you took someone's side and you found out that they were actually the one in the wrong, you need to look at yourself, if you care, and see what you need to fix or work on. Because something's wrong. That's a psychology, whatever it is. This is crazy, y'all. But Killamonte, even if she's with a relative, why wouldn't I know that information? Yeah, Kogito, I don't care about what. There's one, I'll pay a private investigator to find out who you are, Killamonte. Don't play with me. If I find out that you're connected anyhow, it's easy to locate your name, locate your email, your username, and attach it, especially with your picture. It's not hard to pay somebody to find out who you are. So keep on playing if you want to. And I could tie the whole thing together. Oh, and those that don't know, I'm in IT as well. So it doesn't matter what, etc. Exactly, Santana. It's weird. And this is what I've been dealing with for a whole year. As if they're going out of their way. Are you guys police? Hi. Do you work here?
Yes.
Okay, because I called the police for my daughter. So is this a pediatric center?
Pediatrics.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're here. So there's a police here, actually, that works here, guys. So I haven't seen my daughter in over a year, and I actually just called Dallas Police to have someone come up here, but I didn't know you were here. So I received notification that she would come here today. I'm her mom. I'm not bringing her. Her dad lives in Atlanta, and I haven't seen my daughter in over a year. So someone is bringing her here, and I don't know if it's a relative or someone that he allowed to watch her. We have joint custody, but he moved to Atlanta, and he kept her away from me. We have joint custody. I'm supposed to see her every other weekend. Long story short, I already made an interference with custody report, but I called the police to be a witness for when whoever it is shows up, because I'm trying to see who's bringing her, and I hope it's her dad. But if it's not, I needed to have some type of proof of a witness report showing who's bringing her today. But I don't know if that's something you can do, because you're just here.
What are you trying to do? That's the thing. They're trying to take your daughter here.
Yeah.
That's up to the police, because whoever they come with, that's who they go with. So if they say no, the police are going to say they have to go with that person, because that's who brought them in.
So even if, because I have my court order.
Yeah, it's up, because you guys are joint. I mean, that's between you and you, that's more civil.
Because it's civil?
Yes.
Okay, well, I just still would like...
But if they're okay with it, then they don't need the police, it's fine, but that's what most majority, like when we work children and all that, we have a lot of those cases, it's whoever they came with, that's who they leave with.
Are you able to make a report at least, like as a witness, showing like who she came with? At least make an incident report versus you don't have... If you're unable to force them to give me my child, I at least need some type of proof. Because I'm going back to court actually within a few weeks from now. They're approving my order. But I do need, just in case, like I said, I don't know who's bringing her. I need something to show, like as a witness. I already have live, TikTok, whatever. But yeah, I do at least also want a police report for an incident.
So right now we have to wait for them to come to find out what's going on until then.
Okay. This is the pediatrics. Get my police report. I'm just gonna get my police report and stuff. I mean my custody order. Yeah, so I can make a report at least. Yeah, exactly, Kogito. But Killamonte, like I said, don't play with me right now. I'm not the one to be played with when it comes to my children. If it's just me by myself, I don't care. But you try to play with me about my kids and about how I am about mom, sir, please don't. Don't do it. Don't try it. I'm a very peaceful, kind person. Like I said, talking about me, I do not care. Talking about me and my kids, anything with my kids, do not. But anyways, y'all. Whew. Oh no, Coquito, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the skills of IT on my side of what I know how to do aside from public information. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. But yes, most of that is public and most of it is private. But yeah, anyways, all of the situation's weird, like I said. This is why I'm documenting it with my different followers and lives. And I got a lot of things to do in the background with other people as well. And I'm so glad there was already a police officer there. So he told me, of course, he can't force the other person to give me my child, whoever it is. I'm hoping it's her dad, like I said. But if it's not, he said he can make a police report as a witness showing who showed up today with my daughter. So, excited about that. Oh, no worries, Satana. I'm going to leave this video posted up on all platforms. So even if you can't catch the end result later, it'll still be available later. Yeah, I don't believe that was a supervisor. Even if it was, it's probably one of the supervisors that work to let David get away with illegal crimes. Because he has, there's an open investigation going on right now with OCI. Those that don't know these organizations, you can look it up in OCI. And OCA, they are practically the kind of like the reporting bureaus of misconduct of practices, legal practices. And yeah, I can't say too much, but there is an investigation going on. In situations like that, where I contact people that have a connection, because with David, he has friends who pull strings for him to let him get away with doing stuff like this. And so because of the certain things and proof that I submitted to these organizations, things are being investigated. But stuff like that happens all the time, where I do what I need to do legally to get things done that's supposed to happen, and I call the right people, but someone will call me back saying, actually, we can't do this, or we're not going to do this because, and they come up with some dumb excuse. Like, it doesn't even make sense. But it's like they're trying to protect a person that they're associated with, if it makes sense. Oh, I got it recorded. It's okay. More to put in later. But yeah, it's crazy because I'm like, I'm hoping everything's okay, especially before I saw my daughter. There was serious stuff happening to her, and there's no telling what else happened. And the police taking it lightly. Like, you know, in the movies where people call the police for help saying, hey guys, this is going on, this and that, and the police take it lightly and they're just like, oh, whatever. And it turns out there's a psycho killer. It turns out someone's dead or missing. And then the police are like, oh, we messed up. We dropped the ball on this one. I don't understand, like, what? I'm not going to over-exaggerate or lie for y'all to take it serious. I feel like this is serious enough. I haven't seen my daughter and I consider her missing. I don't know what state she's in. I don't know what school she's at. I pay people to find her. MIA. Like, something is up. Something's weird. Then the only police that's trying to help me is Atlanta police. And honestly, I might just have to like go take a trip down to Atlanta and drive down there, because they told me they need Dallas police to make a missing persons report. Then it can be transferred to Atlanta because I'm in Dallas, Texas. Or I can do it in person. So how come Atlanta, they are willing to make a police report, but Dallas is the only one? Specific people that I speak to, that'll be like, no, we don't consider this. I'm like, so you're telling me you haven't seen your child, and the father ran away, and you don't see nothing weird about that? You don't see nothing like, oh, you know what? I don't understand. Like, there'll be kids missing for an hour, and they say, oh, the last person that was with them was this person, and they'll make a missing persons report. But me, when I say, hey, the last time I saw my daughter was with her dad over a year ago, I consider her missing now, that's not considered a missing person. What? Yeah, all of it's weird. I don't have time for it. So my daughter's appointment's at 8 o'clock. So I'm fixing to go inside and wait. And if the police isn't here, I'll make a police report with the police that's already here. So she thought she was doing something insane. The police wasn't going to show up. Baby, there's already one on site that could still write me a report. Because that's how good God is. What? Nice try. Got this. I'm gonna put it over here. Trying to be mentally sane. I really am. Can't say too much, guys. I don't know who y'all are associated with or helping. So what I said is enough that can be said. Cannot say too much anything else. Don't know who's the enemy. Sorry. But know that things are working in the background, like I said. So right now, I'm waiting for my daughter and her father to show up. Her appointment is scheduled at 8. Killamonte, it doesn't have to make sense to you. Literally, if God was to describe the universe to you, and with your limited knowledge supplied by Earth and how science works, you still wouldn't get it, no matter how many times he broke it down to you, unless you're literally him and in his shoes. Same way, like, you're not going to understand how an oven is made. All you know is that it gets hot. Unless you're literally the engineer that put it together and knows the working parts of it. Doesn't matter how many times they tell you what a flux is, flux capacitor, etc., the different names that you never heard of, you're not going to understand what it is until you know what it is and been in the shoes or build it yourself. It is so... I have all day. I ain't worried about it. Put this one right here. Oh, way up to see the outside of it. It's just so funny when people think like you can send full of pride and stuff to information. Got the right one.
the law was just passed in 2023, and that was literally in that same month that it was passed. I had no idea. That's when he decided to. Then September 2023 is when they took it officially and made it like people can really go to jail for this as a crime. Yeah, he just wasn't running ever since. Or she's just doing the right thing and just that's the main reason why I'm judging, because it's now found, but all he's doing is making it worse. This one has to be, like I said, like I don't like it. Other stuff in the background, like I said, I'm good.
What time is their appointment?
It was for 8 or 8:30.
What's the name?
Tatiana Rolex is the patient. I'm her mom.
Okay. No, I'm just trying to figure out. Is it just her or
So
another child?
Yeah, this is another person named Courtney, and I think that's her sister. But they have different names. Okay.
You mean
Okay, thank you. I'll just someone coming out to check on the person. He has 8 kids. I don't know what the situation is with the other kids. He has 8 baby mamas, a kid with each woman. I'm the last one. I